If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Ste.Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sault Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock!
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of Curling, Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, The Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Around the bend, upon the road that has no end. The future's always asking when. Good days start here, wired at the speed of light. The minutes pass without a fight. Say hello or say goodbye. Good days start here, like the glints from waking eyes. Catch the morning sky, realize the good days start here right now, where the winds are changing, the wheels are turning. The good days start here right now, where the tides are shifting, the waves are moving. Good days start here.
I've got this one. So, how was that?
Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Locked in a stalemate with men. Makes you wanna go. Makes you wanna go. Na 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 na. The good days start here right now, where the winds are changing, the wheels are turning. The good days start here right now, where the tides are shifting, the waves are moving. Good days start here. Good days start here.
Of sophistication and craftsmanship, weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability. The PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
That'll get us back. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
races around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Moe, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe, where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and après curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Ste.Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sault Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
And welcome. Good morning to all. We're here at the Henderson Mental Fall Classic presented by Kioti Tractors of Ontario. Coming to you from the YNCU Community Center here in Sault Ste. Marie. We started with 19 teams and we're down to just 4 now in this triple knockout just to get to the championship round. I'm Terry Corbin, and I'm pleased to be sitting in the seat bringing you this semifinal game between Evan Van Amsterdam and Team Daniel Casper. We have a little bit of a lineup change in that if you're following on Curling Zone and you're looking at the lineup, Daniel Casper's not here today. Luc Violet will be throwing third rocks, and skipping the rink will be Rich Rauen. He's also going to be throwing the lead rocks. Van Amsterdam is going to be throwing the green-handled rocks, while Team Casper will be throwing the yellow rocks. To get here, Evan Van Amsterdam and his team went 3-2 and then defeated two-time defending champion Matt Dunstone in a quarterfinal game to get to this game, whereas Team Casper, they went 3-1 in the preliminary round, and they defeated Reed Crothers to get to their spot. So first end action, we are in the second stones. This looks like this is Aiden Oldenburg, I believe, throwing rock now. And if I'm correct, this would be Jason Ginter throwing second rocks for Team Evan Amsterdam. This is a relatively new team from Edmonton, Alberta. They've had a little bit of success. I think they made the finals of the Saval Grand Prix earlier this year. And we're going to be playing a wide open end by the looks of things. We have another semifinal action game going on at this time as well. John Epping and Joel Retornaz are the is the matchup for the other semifinal games. So we've been treated to some really good curling here along the way. Like I said, kind of a giant killer there in the quarterfinal by Evan Van Amsterdam's team, beating two-time defending champion Matt Dunstone. Matt probably thought he owned this spiel. Good prize purse here. Ice has been very good from the action that I've been able to call. But we're just going up and down the ice here, trading shots. We do have the clocks here this weekend, so this is not atypical to have a team or teams try and keep a pretty clean end and save and bank some time. Ooh, we might have our first miss. Yes. I don't know if that was just a little bit down weight or not, but now Evan Van Amsterdam's calling for Jeremy Hardy to split the rings. Pretty late in an end to think that they might not be able to spread the rocks out and keep this deuce intact. Want to get it as far away from as possible from that rock while trying to get it right to the tee line, and that's very well done. Good weight. Conversely, now I think we're going to see Team Casper to try and get those rocks just a little bit closer. This will be Evan Van Amsterdam's first rock of the first end. Ideally, trying to roll across the center line, get a little bit closer where he may have a possibility of a double on his last rock. Notice all these players throw pretty good rotation now. Very quiet. Kind of ballsy, I think, playing that kind of weight and just hitting a quarter of it. However, very successful. Accomplished everything that he wanted to do. Got that rock on the other side of the center line. A little closer to that yellow rock in the edge of the 12-foot. Really good shot there. Pretty steep double. It'll be interesting to see if Van Amsterdam takes this on. Have to think he's throwing a little bit more weight than he did on the first one. Sweepers on this one right away and hard. Oh, great execution. So that'll leave Team Casper the blank end. Just find a piece of ice that they want to have a look at. Opted to throw the in out on the intern. So, uneventful. Nobody got hurt. So after one end, no score, and Team Casper will retain the last rock advantage as we go to break.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
Welcome back to the YNCU Community Center here in Sault Ste. Marie. We're in the second end here of action. We've got Van Amsterdam with throwing the green colored rock stones, and we've got Team Casper throwing the yellow ones. We've got two Amsterdam rocks in play here, one on as a center guard, not touching the center line, but acting as a guard, and we've got one in the rings, and Team Casper is elected to play the hit and roll. This curling rink is an 8-sheeter, and where they use sheets 1 and 8 for bleachers during the preliminary rounds, and now that we're down to just 4 rinks, they've even shortened the ice up where they've brought the bleachers in a little tighter, and you can also see there it's like a mini stadium, and the other semifinal game between John Epping and Joel Retornaz is going on beside us. So sitting 1, Team Casper's gonna try and make a hit here. I don't know if they're trying to roll right under. They do have the hammer. I would think that they would prefer to roll to the wings. Oh, and that looks like it's absolutely perfect. The real nice thing of watching curling at this level is how they move the rocks from one side of the sheet to the other side of the house, to try and set up shots for themselves, and how the other team tries to counteract that by trying to keep as much distance between rocks as possible. There's another kind of example. I mean, Team Amsterdam Van Amsterdam would like to get that where they can utilize it as a potential a catcher. Really trying to make this one curl. Looks pretty good. Another fairly wide open end here in end number 2. As mentioned earlier, this Van Amsterdam team defeated two-time defending champion Matt Dunstone in the quarterfinals. A lot of curling going on today. We have the pre-trials in Nova Scotia this morning. We have a final between McDonald and, oh my gosh, his name escapes me, at the Calvert, to see who will get into the trials competition. Jeremy Hardy with a takeout. They'd like to get this behind. It's now moved up the rings here to closer to the tee line. And of course, Casper is going to try and roll back out to the wing here. Not only keeping this simple, but keeping this blank end very much alive. Sweepers are communicating that this may be down a little, but they're sweeping to make it curl, so another good shot. I really like the chosen selection here of weight. They're not bombing it down there. That's really important for them to stay, because they do not want to give Van Amsterdam an opportunity to go around that center line guard. So this will be Evan's in turn. He would love to get a force going here. I think the only way that's going to happen is if he makes a really good roll. And if anything, forces the Casper team to throw the out turn. Again, very quiet weight. Pretty much got it on the nose. I hope I got Luke's last name correct, Violetti. I've got it from our inside sources, the beat reporters, that Luke's been having a whale of a weekend here with shot making. Well, that's our first real good effort to get that stone underneath the corner guard. Now Evan Van Amsterdam with his last rock. Not sure he can get much of an inside roll here. It's going to be very, he may just opt to hit and take his chances with a controlled weight shot. He can go on it now and make it curl. Yeah, it's pretty hard to get an inside roll there. You'd have to play it too cute with very, very quiet weight, and that would have entailed a lot more risk. So Luke throwing last rocks for Team Casper is going to go down and try and hit and roll out and maintain the hammer and go to the third end. We've really only had the one miss, and that was at a Team Van Amsterdam in the first end, and Evan corrected things for his team by making that great double on his last shot. So Team Casper for the blank. Got it. So the boys have been saving some time here because there hasn't been anything complicated to date, but I'm looking forward to possibly the third end being a lot more intense and a few more rocks in play. We'll be back after these messages.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting tenfold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from NISCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
I've got this one. So, how was that?
Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Welcome back here to the YNCU Community Center here in Sault Ste. Marie, the Henderson Metal Fall Classic presented by Kioti Tractors of Ontario. We're locked in a tremendously average, low-scoring 0-0 game. Really hoping for a little bit more action like they have on the sheet beside them, where they've got lots of rocks in play. This has been fairly wide open, but I see now that the center line guard has gone up, and Team Casper's decided to go around it, followed by Team Van Amsterdam asking Parker to try and freeze on top of it, just a little short, but yeah, we now have rocks in play. This is what we're looking for. This allows all the armchair quarterbacks and skips and general managers to weigh in and talk about what they would do. This is going to have to go. Well, just a little rub off there. You could get to the nose, I think, of that and roll under. I believe this is Jason Ginter with, Jason Ginter with his first one. This is curling hard, and they're by the front by the looks of it. Oh dear. Just rub that front one. It's got two shooters or two counters in the rings, as does Van Amsterdam, but Team Casper trying to remove that rock on the wing and sit three. Executed as required. Evans looking for a double takeout here. With Ginter's last rock of the end, but he's not going to get it. He's going to end up hitting and rolling to the wings. I don't know whether that was just a miscue on weight or whether he might have got wide with that, because they would have definitely liked to have got into and underneath their own stone here, because they're fighting this without this end without the hammer. As mentioned at the start, this is Rich Ruanin skipping the team, but he is throwing lead rocks. This is Ben Richardson. Sweeping it hard. I think they got to be pretty pleased with that. Any attempt at a double and rolling into the middle probably take the green stone and kick it out the side. How Evan would probably be happy if Jeremy could just get this half or 3/4 underneath the guard that they have out front. This is thrown with a lot more weight than they have been throwing there. This is close. Oh, gonna roll too far. Pretty good. See if he tries to play second shot and flop under to get shot. That looks like what the call is. Having a little discussion. Not sure that they're all in on that shot. Jeremy Hardy's maybe being asked to run the green center guard into the pile. I think that's what they ended up going with. Shocked that they would be playing this, just in the sense that that rocks their out, but it looks pretty good at making this. Oh, it makes a great double. This broadcaster is the one that looks like he's got egg on his face. Little extension at the end. Out turn, peel hit, nose, catches the other yellow one on the back of the four and makes the double and rolls over towards the yellow rock. That couldn't turn out any better, I don't think. Now they're going to try and get back underneath that. Oh, great shot. Great shooting. Great shooting. Turning it over to Van Amsterdam. Team Casper says, your turn. I'm gonna have to run that again. It's not hard to see why these two teams made it to the semifinals. In the background you can see the clocks. Both teams have lots of time. Didn't burn a whole lot in the first two ends. Wow, just rinse, repeat. Perfect roll. That just takes that end all away. Wow, what a shot. What a shot. Yeah, we've been treated to some real great shot making this end. Nothing routine about the shots they've been calling. Degree of difficulty increased drastically. Now Luke throwing last rocks for Team Casper, trying to go in and around that center guard, see if he can muster up a skip's deuce. He's going to leave Evan Van Amsterdam another run back by the looks of it. He's made it twice, why not 3 times? Although he's got a little bit more to look at, I suppose, but again, you've made it twice. These are just not gimmies, but I mean, not only are they making them, but they're making them so precise with rolls and making doubles. And I mean, that last one by Evan was perfect. He makes the run back and rolls right over and freezes on top of that. Got that going just a little bit outside, but looks pretty good. Routine. Not only that, but again, nails it. He forced him big time. Well, those last 3 shots by Team Van Amsterdam are just incredible. Straight draw. Needs a piece of the button by the looks of it. A shot rock of just a piece. A rock of Evan Van Amsterdam is full for. So last rock of the third end. Needing a piece of the button to score his 1. Here in the third end, having had the hammer in the first 2 ends previously, they're working this pretty good. This is close. This is real close. Well, curling fans, you've just been witness to some really good shooting there in that third end. Yeah, boys, let's get the scoreboard right. Come on now. Great. There we go. 3 consecutive run backs. Draw to the button. 1-0 for Team Casper over Evan Van Amsterdam's rink from Edmonton, Alberta. We'll be back after these short messages.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Ste.Marie Airport Development Corporation, owner and operator of the Ste.Marie, Ontario, Canada Airport, is proud to support the Sault Curlers Fall Classic and welcome all to beautiful Sault Ste. Marie. The Sault Ste. Marie Airport. Go there to get anywhere.
Welcome back to the YNCU Community Center here in Sault Ste. Marie. We're in N4 of the Henderson Metal Fall Classic presented by Kioti Tractors of Ontario. We've just been treated to an absolute gem of an end in the third end. Some great shot making by both teams. It ended with 3 consecutive runbacks by Team Van Amsterdam and a draw to the button by Luke Violetti to score his 1. And now Van Amsterdam gets a shot at the hammer after 2 blank ends and a score of 1 by Team Casper. We've already got some rocks in play. Needless to say, you can see on the sheet beside us, that's kind of status quo, rocks in play. Looks like a good crowd there this morning for 9 a.m. So I hope some people made arrangements to go to church at a later time today. 9 a.m. starts are tough on the curlers if you're there to do a little socializing the night before. However, when you look at these, the purse they're playing for these days in a lot of the spiels, the social aspect of the game has left us a bit. People are putting way too much time and effort into their bodies and conditioning, and it's a very good shot. Certainly Team Van Amsterdam has with hammer has got some rocks in play on the wings. They've got a corner guard. Well, they've got 2 corner guards there, and a rock behind it. This will be an interesting call by Rich. I think they're talking about running those corners. I think chasing it is definitely higher risk. I mean, at the end of the day, if you were to give up 2, you're down 1, and you get the hammer back. You just want to make sure you don't hang those really, really crooked numbers up. So they've opted for this. I like it. You could argue that it's a conservative call, but I would argue that it's more of a smart call. Trying to eliminate a huge big end. Look at that. Very well done. So now Van Amsterdam is going to try and roll underneath those two guards on the wing with the hammer. I mean, that's where you want to be. You'd like to force Team Casper into having to make a similar shot that they just made with that run back, but they're not going to get that behind the corners, not unless they pick it up and place it there. So now we have Ben Richardson from Team Casper, and they're from Chaska, Minnesota. His first rock of this end. Really working this hard to stay in the rings behind that corner, but they're not gonna be able to keep it behind. I'm sure they don't care in terms of Team Amsterdam. I think they're gonna utilize their hammer and try and get in and around that corner pile. Jeremy Hardy, intern draw. I'd love to keep this just above the tee line. Ice conditions here have been extremely good. This is good. This has had good finish all week. There it goes. Might be able to chase that one. Yeah. Rich Ruinin asking Ben to play a very quiet weight, just enough to push it through. Looks pretty good. Have to make it curl a bit, yeah. Got it, they'll end up staying, sitting two. Again, Van Amsterdam, I think, is ignoring that and trying to go around the corner. So asking Jeremy to make this one just a little better. Get it fully buried. Weight control and the brushing has been spectacular. Luke not wasting any time saying I want to throw it right on top of that. Keep the force in play. Well, we got a minute. I was informed that Van Amsterdam made just a fantastic shot there yesterday. I guess it's highlighted on X. It was a raise back for three on not on X, so I haven't had an opportunity to see it, but I'll have to find a way to find that clip because they said just unbelievable. So now, Luke Violetti trying to come down and sit right on top of that last rock thrown by Jeremy Hardy. Seems to be curling nicely here. Want to get it in for second shot, which he does. Oh. Curling fans, you just gotta love the shot making. But Amsterdam's going to try and come down and also sit on that. Be interesting. I think he's playing the quasi freeze there, and he won't be shot. And it'll be interesting to see what Team Casper decides. Daniel's not here with the team. You may find that they're asking him to be the fifth. Boys are playing really well for him. So, yet another come around. So just gonna curl a little bit. I want to get it to second shot. Oh my God. Absolutely perfect. I don't think that's going anywhere. You're going to have to look at the strong possibility of somehow finding a way to guard that. And anywhere in the kind of the, I think you could even probably go to the, just another 3-4 inches deeper. Talking anywhere from biting the 8 foot to biting the 4. I like biting the 4, but biting the 4, if you don't make the double, you probably don't get 2. Unless, of course, you could slide it over and somehow kick that green out sideways. So here we go, last rock of the end for Luke Violette of Team Casper. Team Casper sitting the 1. I think this is over curling. Now he can get to the shot stone with back 12 weight, back 8 foot weight. He only has to move it probably 6 inches. Looks like that's what they're playing. again, just it's been literally no hesitation in terms of what shot they want to play throughout the end here. That last one that Van Amsterdam threw was just pistol perfect. This is a delicate tap back. Don't want this to over curl. Again, this is just going to curl up a little bit. Looks great. Oh, he did. He did. They didn't get it far enough. Oh, my Lord. What a great try. I'm sure he's disappointed, but again, treated to some fantastic shot making. So after 4 ends of play, we're halfway through this semifinal game between Evan Van Amsterdam and Team Casper. The score 1-1, and we'll be back for the second half.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Welcome to the RockShop.net, the official store for the Grand Slam of curling. Whether you're looking for the best hats, stylish clothing, fun toys, or unique accessories, the Rock Shop has it all. Shop online anytime at therockshop.net for exclusive Grand Slam of curling gear, or come see us in person at your next event. Therockshop.net, where fans find their favorite curling gear.
Welcome back to the Henderson Metal Fall Classic presented by Kioti Tractors of Ontario here at the YNCU Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie. We have been entertained for the last 2 ends with some spectacular shot making by both teams, and it looks like it might even continue here. Such precision in the draw weights, making freezes like they're the easiest shot in curling. We've got a 1-1 game. Team Casper's now got the hammer. They had the hammer in ends 1-2, which they blanked and were forced in 3. And Van Amsterdam had the hammer in their last end. Had a shot for 2. Probably it was no more than 2 inches of counting his 2, but got his 1, which I think was a priority. And here we are, we're going into the second half of a scheduled 8-end game. tied at 1-1. These teams are playing for a $100,000 purse. We're down to 4 teams. These two that you're watching right now, and then in the other semifinal, John Epping and Joel Retornaz are fighting it out for a spot in the finals. In that game, Joel Tornaz scored a deuce in the second end, and that's been bookended by John Epping's one in the first and one in the third. So they're tied at 2-2. Both games, semifinals, tied 2-2. Or, sorry, tied. Our game is 1-1. Theirs is 2-2. Yeah, this is Aiden Oldenburg. Throwing a out-turn draw in order to sit 2. They'd like to drag this as far as they can, preferably to the tee line, but it's not going to get there. I'm not sure here. I just lost my audio in the headset, so bear with me. I'm pretty sure I'm still connected and trying to get a hit and roll here. Oh, rolled a...
We still got you, Terry.
Rolled a half a foot too far. Again, these calls are looking so routine, but I mean, it requires a lot of communication on behalf of the sweepers to the skip and the skip back to the sweepers. I'm gonna nose this. But it makes the 2 yellows edge on edge. This is often where you see them just rub the top one and get nothing out of the shot. So this will be a relatively quiet weight shot. Jeremy Hardy. As soon as I said that, I worried about the dreaded curse that I might have placed on Team Van Amsterdam, but I got away with it. So in an attempt to keep this deuce alive here, they would like to roll out of that area. Now, I wonder if the double is there. I don't think so. You got room to roll it to the inside, which you might be able to push that yellow out into the open. But you'd have to make sure the target the rock beside the broom right there, gets removed from the rings. I don't think they're throwing a lot of weight here. This is close. They've been curl, straight, curl, straight. Gonna get a little inside roll. Still very accessible. Despite being accessible, I don't think there's a lot of opportunity to roll and make it better. And we saw how Team Van Amsterdam likes that run back. I think trying to get that out to the wing is probably a little bit better, yes. And you might even move that yellow one out of the way as well, to the wing. So here we go. Ben Richardson, out turn. Ooh, this has got a lot of curling to do. Ike. Well, I mean, we potentially have a blank end in play again. I guess not potentially. We do have a blank end in play. Whether it comes to fruition is another story. Van Amsterdam. Intern hit. Try and roll it. This is unbelievable. I mean, you can't. I guess you can make it better by rolling it another inch, but wow. This is just, this has been a clinic. These last two ends, last three ends. So now Luke throwing last rocks for Team Casper. He's going to make this and roll to the wing. Again, exactly what you want to do. And of course, Van Amsterdam to try and get it again back to where it came from. Only totally covered. Good to see the competitors sharing a laugh or two. Well, you know what? I mean, again, they're not afraid to give it a go. I mean, and it does change the turn. But at this level, you'd like to think that this is still a pretty routine shot for these guys. This will be Team Casper's third attempt at a blank end. They've been successful in the previous two. Fifth end, last shot for the blank. And made. So this is a low-scoring game at 1-1. It still has been very well curled. A lot of great shots been made, but we're gonna hope for more of this in the sixth end when we return.
You work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
I heard you say that. Welcome back to the Ste.Marie and the Henderson Metal Fall Classic presented by Kioti Tractors of Ontario. We're here at the YNCU Community Center. Our spiel started with, I don't know if it was 18 or 19 teams. I thought I saw 19. But we're just down to 4 teams left in semifinal action. Ben Amsterdam from Edmonton, Alberta against Team Daniel Casper from Chaska, Minnesota. And then over on the other side, we have a semifinal between Joel Returnaz from Italy against John Epping from Sudbury, Ontario, curling out of Sudbury, Ontario. And Returnaz is up 3-2 playing the 5th end. Here we're in the 6th of a 1-1 game. We've been treated to some absolutely fantastic shot making. Those freezes are not easy to make, and they are making them look like just going to the fridge and getting some milk.
So we've got 4 rocks in play, I believe. Yes, 4 rocks in play. So the leads have finished their job of throwing, and now we'll jump to looking after the other 6 rocks with brooms in their hands. Team Amsterdam, Van Amsterdam, I apologize. They are going around on the intern here. Around everything. This is starting to look pretty good. Love to get that just a little bit further, and they do. Top button. I think now Team Casper is going to have to look at cleaning out some of the debris out front. That would be a ballsy call. Trying to go off the biter on the 12-foot center line. Pull it into the rings. And that is the call. So trying to make something out of not much right now. They do have the hammer, so that's another reason why this is somewhat inviting. This looks awfully good. And it is. It'll be interesting to see whether Van Amsterdam wants to remove that and roll to the center. Go right around. Or hit the wide one out in the wings and roll under. I don't like that one, but I think either of the other two are good. I think if you're Van Amsterdam, you don't want to start having those yellow ones pile up. You don't have that hammer. But Van Amsterdam was very aggressive when he had his one and only hammer. This is going to have to hang on there at the back. And it doesn't, but I'm sure Team Casper's not that worried about that shot. Hanging back there. They are behind cover on second stone, or second shot stone. Now they're going to play a quiet tap on this one that's shot rock. And probably to nobody's surprise, they've made this, and they've made it good. And now, I mean, Van Amsterdam's got to be careful at rolling into the middle. He doesn't have that shot rock jam on the green rock there at the very back. Interesting call here. Down to Vice Rocks. Evan's asking Jeremy to make that double on the run back. Went out in the corner, the wings. Oh, and he stuffs it. Eesh. That was the risk you were taking on. That is a very good option. So they've called for this there to the left side of center, and they've called for top 8 foot. That is going to leave Van Amsterdam opportunities to roll for sure. It really gets down to like, where can you really put this where it's advantageous to you? They're really trying to carve that. You can see the trying to get that right over. They've done what I think they really called for. So I just think now you've leaving Van Amsterdam's team opportunities to roll. And Casper's really got an end going here. And I'm sure that, being the 6th end, they'd like to ensure a deuce. Three would be a bonus. Sweeping this hard. But Jeremy Hardy finishing up his 2 stones for Evan Van Amsterdam. And the scenario presented to Evan Van Amsterdam is certainly not what he was hoping for when this end started out. He's in real trouble here. It was enhanced by the attempt to run the yellow corner guard into the yellow one on the wings, and he jammed it. Left the guard there. Team Van Amsterdam maybe saying Sunday prayers right about now. At this stage, there doesn't look like a lot of outs. Well, freezing to that back one now might be an opportunity to get out, and also they've got that double across the house. Again, you might jam. Maybe not. Guess you have to hit about a third of a rock, I'm going to say. And a third of a rock's going to miss that one on the back of the rings. So Evan, who's thrown a whale of a game here, is really going to have to dig deep to try and get the team out of this end. We've read the ice so well all game. They've jumped on this. They're off. This has got to be close. Oh, you don't want to get it out in the open. They just actually held that too much. So now Team Casper with an opportunity to set 3. Rich Ruanen and Luke Violetti talking this one through. They've got lots of time. You can see the clocks in the back. They've got well over 11 minutes. Well, not well over, but they've got 11 minutes. Team Van Amsterdam, 14 minutes. Really only have 2 ends left to play. Neither team has used any of their timeouts. So time's not going to be a factor here today in this game. But you got to think that where this rock ends up is going to be critical. Wow, they wanted to roll to the other side. And they've done that. So I think he's just got the freeze, really, on shot rock, or go to the back one there, and then you are giving up 2, and if you don't make it real good, you're giving up 4. So Parker's Conashu's come down to be part of the conversation, as has Jason Ginter. I think that's about your only shot. And if you just get it on the inside, you never know, you might get a break. If they can hit it, or any piece of it, it might roll into the pile there. So this might be the game. Team Casper sitting 3. We're down to 1 rock each. And this is Evan Van Amsterdam's last brick of the 6th end, the critical 6th end. Intern freeze. The rock is on the way. It's out of his hands now. It's up to the sweepers, and with assistance from the skip, or sorry, the vice skip, Jeremy Hardy. A little bit of on-off. It's got to get to the inside, though. It's got to get to the inside. Got to get to the inside. Well, looks like there's 6-7 inches there. I don't know. Really would have liked to have had that on the other side in terms of the stagger. Team Amsterdam's going to be required to scrunch their toes and get all their curses out there and see if they can avoid giving up this 3 or 4. So Luke Violetti, intern quiet weight. And he's been playing well all weekend. They're carving it. It looks pretty good. Oh, yes. Oh, and you can see by the reaction of Team Casper and specifically Luke Violetti, he makes it. Score of 4. Big turning point. We'll be back right after these messages.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from NISCU this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbach coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at gsoctickets.com. Let's rock!
I've got this one.
So, how was that? Wonderful. Now let's do it again.
BDO Assurance, a commitment to quality.
Welcome back to N7 here of this game between Evan Van Amsterdam and Team Casper. Team Casper just hung a 4 on Team Van Amsterdam, and it was just really one shot. That run back of the corner guard of Casper Stone resulted in a jam, with the thrown stone remaining as a corner guard and covering shot Stone. And Team Van Amsterdam was chasing the whole end, and despite having an opportunity to maybe make a freeze, they were close, but I mean, they had to be on the inside of that. They were just on the outside of the rock with about 6 inches of separation. And Luke Violetti, who's been having a whale of a weekend, made a great shot to score their 4. And now if you're Team Van Amsterdam, you're trying hard to get 3, but you really need to get some rocks in play here. And they've started with 2 corner guards. Team Casper's not going to help them very much. I don't think that's in the cards. They just continue to lob them in the rings. So now Van Amsterdam and his rink are going to have to try and utilize some of those rocks to manipulate their rocks in behind some corner guards. And you know that Team Casper is going to run up and try and eliminate those corner guards. You know, if you're just joining us and you see a 5-1 score, that is not indicative of the play here. It has been a very, very tight game with Team Casper blanking ends 1, 2, and 5, having been forced to take 1 and 3. And then Amsterdam was forced to take 1 and 4. And then, of course, the big 4 and 6 really stands out to make the score 5-1. While we're just speaking of our game, there is another semifinal game going on right now. And right now, Joel Toronaz, I'm going to try that one more time. Joel Retornaz has a 3-2 lead over John Epping, but John Epping has the hammer. Sometimes words just don't come out right. Retornaz, say that 3 times, Terry. Anyway, I'm Terry Corbin. I hope you're enjoying this semi-final action. The winner is going to play the winner of Epping and Retornaz, and that'll happen. I think the start time is scheduled for 12:30 noon, just after noon. So they're going to get this over and done with, get people out of Sault Ste.Marie as quickly as possible. Well, that end is going to be so disheartening for Team Van Amsterdam. This young group of gentlemen have played so well. It's not like they, missed anything. It was literally, they just didn't make the absolute necessary shot that they had to. And again, those freezes, they're hard to make. Ooh, they didn't get this by. Now, all of a sudden, it looks like things have really started to unravel. I'm going to try and hit the green first, knock the yellow one sideways, and potentially have the shooter kind of roll into the rings straight down. Basically did just that. Like, this young man sees the game really well. Strategies Very solid. I think if he had one shot that he might want to revisit, it would be that run back of that corner guard. You're running one of your opponent's stones in, and you just hit it to where you're throwing stones, stays right there and jams the corner guard. See, now all of a sudden these guys just can't get the necessary roll. Probably pretty deflated at this point. You would think Team Van Amsterdam has to score 2 to play the last end, because they'll be without the hammer, providing they score. All of a sudden, the degree of difficulty of shot making for Team Casper has become very routine. And there's a pretty good roll. Yeah, I think he's getting a little frustrated. We've watched them play such quality shots there for 5 ends, and then the 6th end, it's not like they missed anything except for that run back where they jammed it. That really did percolate a 4-ender. So they're going to talk about this. I mean, wow. Your cutoff, the intern draws cut off. I can see why they might want to play that. I'm just not sure one's going to do you much good. I think you gotta maybe give that a go. They need a lot of help here. I honestly think that's probably, again, the difficulty in this shot is immense, but when you're down 5-1, you gotta make something, and your options are so limited. Those yellow rocks are sitting pretty good for Team Casper. The best outcome here, I think, would be run that in. And you're only throwing maybe at best just through. You've got to get that right to the 4-foot. That'd be pretty close. Oh, very good, very good, very good. Given the degree of difficulty, that outcome, I think, is very good. Unfortunately. probably isn't good enough. Team Casper still sitting 1. This will be Luke Violetti's shot. He's thrown last rocks as Daniel Casper is not with the team. And Rich Runeman is come in and is skipping the team, but throwing lead rocks. I think you can. They've called the timeout now. I think if you hit half of what you can see of that green rock with any weight, I would think it leaves the rings. Well, they've made their mind up. It looks like they're going to play that end turn draw. Luke's been so accurate here. In this game, he had to throw the button for one in the third end and made that without any difficulty. And our beat writers say he's been having a whale of a weekend here in Sault Ste.Marie. Yeah, real good. He's left that open for a tap on his own. He's left that open so that he can tap that up if he needs to. Just not. Team Casper's just not willing to help them at all. I think they're looking for a way to run back a rock and make that double on the rock thrown in the shot rock. Rock in the full 8 foot's providing a little bit of cover for them for Team Van Amsterdam, but again, if they make that double, I think that makes the green stone even that more accessible to remove. This is where it would be nice to have the players' mic so you can hear some of the discussion, because I'm sure at some point things that are brought up as possibilities get shot down rather quickly. Because, well, if we do that, then they just do this. And I'd prefer to be yellow over green right now, even if it was a tied game. These rocks are in pretty good spots. One-sided, Jason Parker just shared a little comment. Maybe it was, I'm glad he's thrown it and not me. So I'm just going to say here we go, because I'm not sure what the call was, except that it's an intern. It's a hit. Oh, look at this. Oh, geez, so close. Unfortunately, as close as that was, it's left a rather easy double. To sit 4 and maybe 5. I don't think they care about if they sit 4 or 5. At this point, I don't even think that they care a whole lot whether they give up 1. Hit that right in the crotch. And certainly the double's well worth taking on. I think this is more just about talking about any risk involved in playing the double. I mean, I think they hit it on the center line side. But they could hit it on the nose, and they'd probably score 4. I think they're just talking it through. They could hit the center, and they could hit the hole and probably just stay there. I don't know how he gets to that back shot rock. Wow, he's a little upset, because I think that was the only way that they were going to score is if he hit it on the high side. He's still got some work to do to get 2. I mean, because the way they're staggered there, that yellow one that's on the center line but in the 8-foot, that runs right into the green stone. Just not sure how you get 2. So as bad as the outcome on that was, I don't think it's going to end up costing him. He's played just a whale of a game. I'm sure that was probably one of the easier shots that he had to throw, and just don't know how you hold that shooter if you're looking at playing. The hit on shot rock, I just don't know how you hold the shooter for second stone. Count 2. suppose you gotta give it a go. That run-in might be the easiest way to, and I use the word easy with a lot of sarcasm. You might be able to hit yes at the back edge and just roll and stay for 2. But as I say that, you can't throw a lot of weight. But I think this is the only way you're going to score 2. Well, this is the ball game. Joel Retornaz has scored a big 3 and 7 against John Epping and leads 6-3. Well, this is the game here. No. And that looks like it's going to be handshakes as Team Casper is going to steal 1 in 7. Lead 6-1, and we've got handshakes here. So without calling the final before the final 2 teams have been determined, we've determined 1, but it's really looking like a Daniel Casper team versus Joel Retornaz. Joel's up 3 playing the lost end, although John has the hammer. What a great game of curling here we've just witnessed. I mean, both teams, one end really was the fighter, right? I still think that one shot in 6 was the critical error that was made. And
Great game, Terry. If everybody sticks around, they can hear me right now. We'll send them directly over to the other semifinal game. So don't move a muscle, and you'll end up at the game.
All right, so there you go. So this for Kaylee on production. This is Terry Corbin saying so long and enjoy the finals, which will be at 12:30, and stick around and watch the Epping game.
Live curling rocks. And this November, the best in the world are coming to Tahoe. Get your seats now at gsoctickets.com. But hurry, early bird pricing ends soon.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.